We all love to have nice areas in our home to entertain with our friends and family, but to get that can be harder than what it seems because life gets in the way.
Absolutely. And for the young family we're about to meet, Laura, Dane and their kids Chase and Kaya, well, the kitchen is the centre of their home, but it's just not working for them. So that's where we come in. We're off to give them a hand.
Let's do it.
Great.
How we going, guys?
Hi. Hi, Dane.
Hello.
Hello. Everyone's here.
Yeah, we're just having our catch-up at the park.
It's chilly. I think we should go and have a look, don't you?
Definitely, yeah. I definitely want to see what we've got to work with.
Let's do it. It's so bright in here. It's beautiful.
Large areas as well, isn't it?
Great light in here.
You guys are doing an amazing job. Bye.
See you later.
See ya. How's all this working for you when you have friends over?
If I'm in the kitchen cooking or getting coffees organised for my friends and stuff, and then everyone's outside, I feel like I'm a bit isolated in here.
Okay.
So
is that where everyone congregates? They want to sit outside under the pergola and just enjoy the garden? Because I guess that's where the kids are running, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the good thing is they're great size areas. Like your decking area is huge, your kitchen's huge. So
we just need to link them all up
make
somehow.
them all flow.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's make it happen.
Let's do it.
Kids are very quiet. I'm nervous now. Okay, time to talk turkey. What are we going to do with this space?
Yeah, well, it is a good space, Taz. So what are you thinking for the design?
You know, the one thing that does bug me, you've got this whole space here. This is wasted space. It's just a thoroughfare. You know, we could use this better, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We knock this window out. We get some bifold windows.
I love those.
Yeah.
They're so good.
And then all of a sudden, this whole area just opens up, and then we can continue the bench top out, and you end up with a servery out there.
Yeah.
So I think if I build maybe some, you know, like bar height tables.
So good,
some
yes.
bench seats.
So as far as style goes, we're going for an edgy cafe look with industrial lights and open shelving. For our cabinets, we're going for a dark, moody neutral and adding wood and bamboo benches to warm things up. And for paint, well, dark again, black caviar.
They're going to love it. They'll love it.
It'll be fun, huh?
Yeah.
You know what you're going to love? Ripping out this kitchen.
That's what
Should
I'm
we get to
we're
it?
starting on that.
Yeah,
Of course we are. Let's get into it. Lucky you're nice and strong,
I'm
Taz.
strong.
Because I reckon you've got all the weight.
I'm only short, but I'm strong.
That is
Whoa.
unbelievable.
This is the exciting part. This is what's going to make the massive difference to this space.
Definitely. And you know what the good thing is? If when you purchase your new bifold windows, you get it made to basically the size that's here.
Not a big job because you don't have to replace the lintel.
Yeah, there's no structural work.
One in, one out kind of thing.
Yeah, basically.
Love
it works out really well. Good work.
Done.
Look at that, Taz. If that is an open plan, I don't know what is. Now, lucky for us, Dane here is an electrician, which means we don't have to call in a Sparky to change any of the power points. So tell me, how long's Laura been hassling you to try and get this kitchen done?
Pretty much since the day we moved in. This kitchen's been on top of her list. It's just, there was too much work for us to do. And
And how long have you been here for?
I've been here for 6 years now.
6 years. So 6 years of hassle.
Oh, definitely.
Well, you can thank me later, mate.
I will, definitely.
We're building the brand new kitchen entirely out of flat packs. Break it down and imagine it's just a whole bunch of boxes. Everything is pre-drilled for you, so it's so simple, isn't it, to put together?
Definitely.
So, you know, for a lot of us, we might not even need a whole new kitchen, maybe just a spare cabinet or two. Just grab a box off the shelf and a drill, and it's all here ready to go.
And that's the best thing about it, because you can customise it. They come in so many different sizes that you can use it in any room, whether it be in your laundry for extra storage or your dining room, your
I
lounge
agree.
room. How much room's in this kitchen there,
It's
Taz?
amazing, isn't it?
This is where I'll be spending most of my time, just doing the washing up.
Oh,
I'm
stop
such a
it.
good bloke.
Stop. Get to work. Listen to it. Violin.
For the deck, I want to make it more usable, so I'm going to be creating a couple of bar tables and a bench seat. The construction's pretty simple. I'm just using some 90 by 45 treated pine to make the frames, and I'm going to be cladding it out of 140mm wide Merbau decking. Now, I'm just going to be making up ladder frames for all the tops, and the only difference will be the bench seat will end up being a box to create the legs. I'm just adding these sleepers in, which are going to act as pads for our bench seat. That way, once it's in place, you'll see that I've left the middle board out. That allows me to get the drill in and fix it down. Once that's done, we're ready to oil it. All right, for the bar tables, good little tip. I've just put these temporary blocks in, which is going to hold everything level for me. So then I just need to worry about getting it in place and screwing it off. Now, for the height on this side, we're going to have the barbecue. So I'm having everything on the one plane. For the bar table on the other side, but that's going to be set up a little bit higher. That way, when you're standing around with friends, having a bevy, everything's at the right height. Just sit your drink right there. Perfect.
Industrial style is it can be a little on the cold side. You know, lots of cool colours and smooth, hard surfaces. So if you want to warm things up, why not go for a timber bench top? We've chosen sustainable bamboo.
It is sustainable and very durable as well. You see it used on a lot of floors, and people like me and you and everyone at home walk around in it. Tara, this is huge. This isn't a little servery. This is a whole another kitchen bench top out here.
It is, and that's the plan, is to make it as large pretty much as a dining table. That way they can have kids on either end, you can have people along here. So this is kind of like a summer dinner table. They've got one inside for winter.
Obviously, we need to get these nice and tight, this joint. To do that, I'll be using a biscuit joint. That way, it's a nice, strong joint, and you don't see these ugly screws holding this bench top down when the bifold windows are open.
So you want biscuits?
Definitely want some biscuits.
Okay,
I've got a biscuit machine. We're ready to go.
Is a pretty easy way to visually alter the dimensions of a room. If you want it to be light, bright and breezy, go for light colours, but if you want to make it feel cosy like I do in here, go for deep dark shades. Now this will be the breakfast bar, so the kids will sit here. I want it to feel intimate. So I've chosen this deep dark colour called Black Caviar. This one has got a slightly purple undertone. Because of that, it'll go with both warm and cool colours. Next, we're tackling the splashback. Adsy, nothing says cafe like subway tiles, don't you think?
Definitely. Very versatile as well, yeah?
They are. Really good affordable tile option and so many different ways, so very flexible.
The splashback will have to wait as our centrepiece has just arrived. Oh, it's going to look good.
So good. Yay!
Oh, that looks sharp. Now, once you've got your measurements, this window gets made in a factory, custom made. Just slip it into our opening, and then we screw it together through the reveal into the studs.
You can actually choose how many panels you have, so why did you go for 4?
This is obviously we're going for that open feel, so we didn't want it to be too busy. If we went with 5, you've got more frames, it's a lot more busy. You want to have it more open, and you're looking out into
fussy.
it. Yeah, that's
and
right.
obviously 3 panels would have just made it too wide when it opens.
That's right. How good it has these tiles turned out, Tara. I love the grey colour. You end up going the darker colour.
You know, you want to show it off, so that grey just picks it out nicely, doesn't it?
Definitely. It just makes that pattern pop.
And I love what's going on outside. So good.
Yeah, do you like the bench seat?
You know what? I actually think that this is a brilliant use of the pergola post, because so many people have that, don't they? Just the post holding up the roof. What do you do with this space in between? I think that's genius. You know the one thing that's really lacking out here, though?
Not me.
Not you. We need colour, don't you think?
One person that can fix that, Uncle G.
OK, let's get him on the phone. G, do you reckon he does FaceTime?
Hello, G.
Hello.
There you go, mate.
What are you up to? You're in the garden, I can see.
Have a look at this. Have a look. How about that?
That's beautiful.
Is it a camellia?
No, it's a native rhododendron. Isn't it beautiful?
Dee, let me show you. We've got a slight issue. Look at this. This is the... Hold on, I'll turn it around. We've got very bare garden beds here. We've got all of this happening, and we just need some colour. We need some green, some soft. We need Uncle Graham.
You know I don't have a green thumb, G.
I'll put the kettle on. How about that? I'll put the kettle on.
Yeah, I'll get the biggies. So far, we've got the new cabinets in, these beautiful bench tops, the tiling's done. This amazing bifold window that looks out into the entertainment area. We just need to add some appliances.
Let's finish it off, shall we?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Sounds like
Wow.
Big G.
Good to see you.
This is very chic.
How are you,
Like
mate?
it?
Oh, thanks, mate.
Thank you.
Hello, little treasure. How are you? Hey, yes, this is like...
A cafe-style kitchen.
It is.
That's exactly what he was going to say, Tars.
It was. We've opened it all up.
Look at that opening. That's beautiful.
Amazing, isn't it?
Thank
But it
you.
opens it up to the garden, right? Come and see. Come and see what we're doing. What do you think?
That's really a bit sad.
You can see the problem,
Yeah.
can't you?
I can see the problem. Because you've got this frame above, you know, the pergola, all of that jazz, we can hang things from that. Colour, lots of colour down there,
Yep.
and lots of greenery.
You got that?
Yes.
We'll leave you to it.
OK, thank you very much. I'll go and see what I can rustle up. In winter, what colour can you get? Well, just look at it. This is beautiful cobalt blue lobelia, polyanthus, blue, red, the violas, the pansies. Look at the pansies, aren't they fantastic? And, of course, marigolds, always good, easy to look after, and the calendulas. And then finally, these little fellows here. Now, you see these in florists, you pay a fortune for them, but you can grow them yourself. These are, in fact, it's like an ornamental cabbage or kale. These are grafted dwarf citrus, so the labels can be a little bit confusing. It says dwarf, but it doesn't mean a dwarf tree with dwarf fruit. It means a full-size tree with full-size fruit. It's just that the rootstock, which is flying dragon, means that once the plant's in a pot, it can stay there forever and won't need repotting. Perfect for the modern garden. I've got to say, hanging baskets have changed enormously in the last 10 years, maybe 5 years. It's not just all about colour, it's often about foliage. And look at these foliages. Look at this plant, isn't it beautiful? It's actually from South America, and it's called Lepismium. But you will find them maybe as snowbud or these flat-leaf succulent. I really like them. And we're going to put it into a pot that's self-watering. You've got to be careful with plectranthus, they're really brittle, but they're so beautiful. Purple on the reverse, lime, dark emerald green on the upper surface, and then you got all these beautiful flowers. Now, in the garden, they're a fantastic ground cover in shade. In hanging baskets, in a shady spot, they're just perfect because look how far they hang down.
One thing I love about cafes, apart from the coffee of course, are all of the design details. It's things like the props and the plants and the lighting and the shelving. They all go to make up the atmosphere. Now, if you want to create a bit more atmosphere in your kitchen, you can do this very simply, just with lengths of timber, to create kind of like a decorative screen which you could use as shelving. Now here we're using Tassie oak, it's got a fantastic grain, and to colour it up we're just using black Japan. Now once this is in place, it is going to give us the perfect style cafe at home.
To add to our little outdoor cafe, we've got a bit of a rustic look happening here. I've just sort of screwed on to the post some old rustic spades and some nice fresh looking buckets. These buckets are 4 litres, so they should take my little pot here. Just have a look. Aren't they fabulous? These are Ripsalis. Now, there's quite a few Ripsalis. They're all fabulous plants, especially in hanging baskets. They'll take full sun. They don't mind a bit of shade.
Thank you. Gosh, how lucky are we to have an electrician to do the job for us who actually lives here.
They look good, don't they?
And what do you think Laura will say?
I think she felt a little bit isolated in the kitchen. Like if we ever had people over, everyone would be out there and this window would just kind of close her out a little bit. So now this is all open, her friends can sit there, they can still talk.
I'm excited to see what she thinks. Do you want to go
Me
and
too.
get her?
Let's go get her.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
It looks
Oh,
amazing,
wow.
doesn't it?
This is incredible. It's beyond anything we could have ever imagined.
What's the first thing that caught your eye?
Oh my gosh. Oh, the window. It's just so warm and inviting.
Isn't it? What about all your new appliances?
Oh my
No more
gosh, I can
Fahrenheit oven?
actually cook. No more excuses for me. And the bench space. This is where the kids can have some...
That's it. There's a stool for everyone, so you guys can sit up there and you can have dinner when it's a bit cooler, when the doors are closed.
I think this is going to be the heart of our home now. It's just such a usable space. It's great. I love it. Oh, wow. This is beautiful.
You like it?
I love it. It's so lush and colourful.
It looks beautiful.
Well, this is your new entertaining area. Cafe Laura.
Only if I can charge. Kitchen.
You can. Well, the only thing missing from this fantastic new restaurant cafe space is some people.
So this is going to be party hangout from now on, Rach.
I know, every week.
We're hoping. Because we've got the bamboo bench top inside, you can actually use it outside undercover. So lids come off, all the toys go in there, so you can clean up at the end of play.
Perfect.
Thought of everything.
Thank you so much, guys. We really just can't express how appreciative we are of everything you've done. It's really life-changing, so thank you.
That's our pleasure. Now, from inside, you're connected to what the kids are doing outside, and for us, that's the best of both worlds.
Exactly.
Enjoy it, guys.
Yeah, enjoy it, everybody.
Absolutely.
We will.